Hi. Today we are reading the third essay in Furiously Happy, a funny book about horrible things by Jenny Lawson. And like I said, we are on the second essay in here. And the second essay starts on page 7. And it's called I Have Found a Kindred Soul, and he has a very healthy coat. A few weeks ago, I was at the pharmacy picking up my meds, and I was staring into the drive-through window and thinking about how awesome it is that we live in a world that you can pick up drugs at a drive-through window. And that's when I noticed something strange next to the pharmacist's register, a box of dog biscuits. And I thought, well, that's odd, but maybe somebody returned them because they were stale or something. And then I thought it was even odder that someone would realize that dog biscuits had gone stale because dogs aren't usually very good at not eating cookies, even if they're fairly shitty. I mean, dogs eat used diapers if you let them, so I'm pretty sure none of them are saying no to cookies. But then the pharmacist came back while he was ringing me up. He reached over and picked up a handful of broken biscuits and ate them. Then I thought, wait, am I high right now? Is he high? Am I being tested? Should I say something? But I didn't, because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to accuse a man giving you drugs of eating dog food. And then I signed for the drugs and drove away, and I thought to myself, is it possible that he accidentally ate the dog biscuits? Or maybe someone is always stealing his food from work, so he decided to put his tasty human cookies made for humans, not from humans, in a milk bone box to keep them safe? Or maybe he just likes to entertain himself by seeing if people will tell him that he's eating dog food. Those would be good people, probably. I'm not one of those people. But then I spent all day thinking, why the dog biscuits? And so I went back today to ask, but the dog biscuits were gone and the dog biscuit eating guy was also gone. And I thought, can I ask this pharmacist if the other pharmacist who eats dog food is around because I never need to know the story? The answer is no, no, I can't. But I really want to know because I suspect that I could be great friends with this guy because anyone who would hide crackers in a dog food box seems like someone I'd like to hang out with. Although someone who just eats dog food for fun might seem slightly more questionable. Except now, I'm wondering if maybe milk bones are really delicious, and he's just a genius who has discovered really cheap cookies. Cookies that you don't have to call your judgmental vet about when your dog gets in the pantry, and cookies that you don't have to call your judgmental vet about when your dog gets in the pantry and eats all of them. You still have to call the vet though when your cat has eaten a toy consisting of a tinkle bell and a feather and a poof ball all tied together with twine. That actually happened once. And it was really the worst because the vet told me that I'd have to apply the cat with laxatives to make the toy pass easily through, and that I'd need to inspect the poop to make sure the toy had passed, because otherwise they'd have to have open cat surgery. And then it finally did start to pass, but just the first part with the tinkle bell, and then the cat was freaking out because he was running away from the tinkle bell hanging out of his butthole. And when I called the vet, he said to definitely not pull on the twine because it could pull out his intestines, which would be the grossest pinata ever. So I just ran after the cat with some scissors to cut off the tinkle bell, which impressively was still tinkling after seeing things no tinkle bell should ever see. Probably the cat was running away because of the tinkle bell and because I was chasing it with scissors, screaming, "Let me help you!" If I was good friends with that dog food eating pharmacist, I would have called him to tell him about the tinkle bell issue because he would probably appreciate it. But I never found him again because I was worried that if I ever asked to see the dog food eating pharmacist, the other pharmacist would stop giving me drugs. This feels a bit discriminatory, but I can't exactly explain why.